Yeah. We be on them highways. Tell them be cool, we on the byways. Bring out the word, they looking sideways. I don't do it my way. We on them highways. Tell them be cool, we on the byways. Bring out the word, they looking sideways. I don't do this my way. I hold a 6-man. Demons rolling up, I'm about to fix that. Scoffer about to talk, I got the word for him. I ain't even know I even heard from him. Scriptures coming out and ain't no word from him. As soon as I pull out the laws, they run away. You was like
you said you always had a feeling Christ was black, right? Well, we're gonna read it out the Bible. Hey, young man, pay attention to this real quick. We're gonna read the Bible. It's something that they're not gonna teach you in the church. Revelation 1 verse 14.
The book of Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
And read 1 and 1.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Revelation of Jesus Christ. So who we talking about? Jesus Christ, right? You understand that? Revelation means to reveal. So that says to reveal Jesus Christ. You follow it so far? Okay, keep reading.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him to show unto his servant.
To show unto his servant. Show mean I'm showing you something, right? So we're gonna see what he's gonna show. Go to verse 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
It said his head and his hairs on his face were white like wool. What type of texture is wool? I'm asking you. Like what? What you touching right now? You touching a woolly texture. You touching it right now. The wool texture is a texture what he got on his head right now. So how can the image, that image right there, is that anything like wool? Why did they show us that for them? Just think of like that. I want you to just think about it. If we read the Bible, right, they have the same Bible, and they're saying this here has woolly texture here. Go to Psalm 83. Why do you think that they is showing us something different? Anything come top of your head. Why do you think they showing us something different? Say that again. They don't want us to believe what's true. You hear that, sister? You coming up? We going over the true image of Christ. Ask the sister. We read the Bible. Read that part again. Verse 14.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head. Revelation 1:14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
White like wool. So we read about Christ. He has a woolly texture here. What kind of hair texture you got? What's your hair texture? It's curly? It's not woolly? Exactly. Woolly is curly. So I'm going to ask you the same question. I asked them. If it says Christ has a woolly texture here, why do they show us that for? No, question. Why do they show that for?
Because the white
100% correct. You know, we had the Bible. You hear that, sister? I want you to get the right answer. That's what she said is true. But the thing about it is, okay, when we say stuff, it's like, okay, can we prove it? You can prove that in history, but even before that happened, we can prove it out of the Bible. We're going to read it. Read Psalms 83.
The book of Psalms chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee.
It said, thine enemies make a tumult. Tumult is a plan. Read.
And they that hate thee have lifted up their heads.
It said, they that hate thee. There's people out there that hate God. We're reading it. We're going to read who hates God. Read.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. A counsel is a meeting, right? Crafty is like a slick way, right? Crafty counsel against thy people. Who is God's people? It's the 12 tribes of Israel. King David is talking right now. King David don't come outside of these 12 tribes. King David comes from this tribe right here, tribe of Judah. Paul himself comes from the tribe of Benjamin. You heard of Joshua? Moses, Joshua? Joshua come from the tribe of Ephraim. Moses come from the tribe of Levi. All the prophets and everything, they come from the tribe of Israel. Everybody you read about this Bible that's doing the work of the Most High in Christ is an Israelite. Read, keep reading.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
To do what?
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against the hidden. Who's the hidden ones? Us. Because today we still call ourselves, he's a so-called Jamaican, but he was from the tribe of Benjamin. He's a so-called Haitian, but he went from the tribe of Levi. He's a so-called Jamaican, tribe of Benjamin. I'm a so-called African-American, really from the tribe of Judah. The hidden ones are us because they lied to us about who we really are, about who the color of Christ is. Because we would have known in slavery time that Christ was black. You think we ever would have tried to follow this white man right here? Never. But they lied to us about that. We're going to keep reading. But we're going to read who did it though. Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let them cut us off from being a nation. We all one nation right here. Now today they want me and him to be separate because he thinks he's Jamaican. I think I'm African American. He thinks he's Haitian. He thinks he's Jamaican again. Nah, but we still from the same 12 tribes. The same forefathers. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob is the father of all these 12 tribes right here. We want people. Him right here, over there, he's a so-called maybe Puerto Rican or Mexican. But for the Bible, he's a so-called Ephraimite. You got, where's your car at? Where's your car is right here. If he was Mexican, God would have called us Ishikar. We all brothers. Well, they get us to try to think that we're different people, but you know why? We all went through the same affliction. The same slave trade we went through. It happened to us. But guess what? It didn't happen to the white man. It didn't happen to the Japanese man. It didn't happen to the Chinese man. It didn't happen to the Arab man. The Arab man, look, the Arab man had us in slavery. But all our men want to run to be a Muslim. Meanwhile, that's not even a religion, but that's the Arab religion. You know when we learned to be a Muslim? This was during the sub-Saharan slave trade. That's when we learned to be a Muslim. You know when we learned to be Christianity? When did we learn to be in Christianity? I'm saying that word because Christianity, you ain't gonna find that nowhere in the Bible. Christianity is not in there. When did we learn that? Did y'all hear that? That's when we learned to be Sunday worshipers, going out tomorrow for Easter. He's saying in the Bible, all of them is lies. We learned that during these times, during the slavery time. That's when we learned that. They beat that into our heads. But guess what? They failed. But the Bible's still right here. That ain't changed. It's for us. We're gonna keep reading about Christ.
Yes.
And they might say, okay, the Bible's a white man book. You know how it's not? We're reading about Christ right now. This ain't no white boy. Keep reading. Keep reading.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel
The name of Israel may be no more. Right now, the name of Israel ain't no more amongst us because all the lies have been taught to us. But guess what? The Most High in Christ is bringing this word back to his people. And what we are here to do to help our people because we love our people. We love our brothers and our sisters. I'm looking at y'all right, love my brother right there. That's my hermano right there. Well, you don't know it because they've been lying to us. Me and you are hermanos. What's the question? Okay, I'm gonna answer your question. There's two. One's a no, one's a yes. Do I hold resentment to the white man? No. You know why? Because we can read it. If y'all give me time, we can read it. We was the one that broke God's commandments. They didn't break them, we broke them. And that's in Deuteronomy 28. We're gonna read it. Read it real quick. I'm answering.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
This is gonna go over why we living the way we are today. Why we the last high, first five. Why we always in a slump in the ghetto. This is the reason right here. And there's a way out. We can get out. It's up to us. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Moses is talking right now to the Israelites. He's saying, if you don't listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, keep reading.
To observe to do all his commandments.
To observe to do all his commandments. I'm going to get y'all a commandment. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told to the Israelites. He's saying to them, if y'all don't keep God's commandments, all these curses are going to come upon you. And he said nothing about no white man in there. If we don't live the way God said live, keep the high holy days, keep the Sabbath, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not steal. There's more than 10 commandments. But when Christ named the greatest two, he didn't name none but the 10 commandments. So there's more than 10. I'm gonna get you one too. He said curse will come upon us, right? All right. Now, so we're the ones that's not living the way God said live. So why should I resent the white man for? He didn't do it. We did it. If I want to get back right with God, I gotta live the way he said live.
Right.
Now you ask the question about, is the white man the devil? Now read what the Bible says.
48. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
Right. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, read.
which the Lord shall send against thee.
Look, he said, which the Lord sent people against us. Why did it happen? Because we're not keeping his commandments. We're in verse 15. Do you understand that?
See, I don't necessarily agree with that.
We're going to read it again. We're going to read it again and see. And if you still don't agree with it, I'll take a question. Read it again. Read verse 15.
Chapter 28.
Read verse 15.
Verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
This is the direct order that Moses is saying. If you don't listen to the Lord thy God, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
All right.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Okay, if we don't do that, if you don't listen to God, right, read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So curse is a bad thing. We're going to read one of the curses. They just said. Read the rest.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies,
Right.
which the Lord shall send against thee.
Read.
In hunger,
Read.
and in thirst, and in nakedness,
All right.
and in want of all things.
All right.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Read it. Now hold that. Read that. Okay, now this is what God means. We read verse 15, right? Moses telling people, this is what God is saying. You don't keep the commandments, curses gonna come upon you. He said he's gonna put a yoke of iron upon our necks until we have destroyed it, meaning mentally destroyed us. Now you're saying, who broke God's commandments? Was it us or was it the other nations? It was us. It was the Israelites. Now one of the curses was yokes of iron upon thy neck. We read you one more. Read verse 68.
Verse 68.
Now how do we get here? This is a prophecy. What would happen
In modern
if?
day. Right.
How do we get in this country?
By slavery.
Read it. We're gonna read out the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 28.
You know the answer. What you don't know is, which I don't know is, this was written over 2,000 years ago. There's a prophecy that's gonna happen to the Israelite people. And it also shows that in verse 46 it says, this is a sign and a wonder upon the children of Israel. A sign is to identify something. So this was identified, okay, who are the Israelites? Read verse 68.
Verse 68. Deuteronomy 28, 68.
Show me the slave ships. So it's right there, it's right there.
Deuteronomy 28, 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt means bondage. It means, you want to prove it? Let me prove it to you real quick. He said, Lord, listen, now you heard about slavery, right? They still teach that in schools?
No.
But I heard now they're taking it out of the school.
Right.
Like it didn't happen.
Briefly.
Really? Briefly?
Yes, very.
Wow. When I was in school, we're talking about older than you, that was a known fact that we came over here slave ship. So now they're trying to take it out.
But they don't really talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Because they wanted to forget
it's
it.
just like a,
Yeah.
it's very tragic, move on to the next chapter.
Exactly. I heard some people are teaching that we came over here as servants, like it was like hired help. Nah. We built this whole country. Read this.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2.
Prove what Egypt means.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Out of the land of Egypt, read.
out of the house of bondage.
Out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. What does Egypt mean? Read it again. Read it slow. I'm gonna see if I get it.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Read.
out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt means what? House of bondage. She got it. She got it. House of bondage. Read the last bottom part. Read the bottom part again. Read the bottom part.
Out of the house.
No, read up out of the land of Egypt.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Alright.
out of the house of bondage.
Egypt means house of bondage. I can read that someplace in the Bible and just say it just there. Egypt means house of bondage. But now, read verse 68. You're going to get the picture. Because you know anything about the Bible in Moses' time. The children of Israel walked out of Egypt, right? Or the part of the Red Sea, and they walked out, right? Okay, so read this part.
Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
They're going to bring him into, when they left already, that's proven fact in the Bible. He's going to bring you into Egypt, how?
With ships.
Egypt what? Again?
Again with
He
ships.
said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt, Israelites, again with ships. He said, I'm going to bring you back into the house of bondage, again with ships. If they walked out of Egypt, all you need a ship for is to get to a place where you can walk to. What he's saying is, I'm going to bring you back into the house of bondage again with slave ships. America is a symbol of spiritual Egypt and a spiritual sodomy. Why is it called spiritual sodomy? Because in this land, what was passed by law? Gay rights, gay marriage. Sodom and Gomorrah was all that was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah. That's part of the reason why God destroyed that. So America is a symbol of spiritual Egypt and spiritual sodomy. A man and a man shouldn't be together. A woman and a woman shouldn't be together. God said don't do it. It's not natural. In this reality, the parts don't fit. Just to be plain, the parts don't fit. So how can that be right? Even if people say, oh, I was born that way. Okay, if you think you was born feeling that way, the Bible not supposed to be thinking that way. All of us at some point in our lives have something that we struggle with and we're doing wrong. Could be smoking, could be drinking. For a man, it could be having sex with a multiple woman. For some people, it could be homosexual feelings. All that stuff is wrong, and the right mind state is to get out of that state. Just because you might be taught that or shown that, that's not the way it's supposed to be. This way, I was taught that drinking and smoking was a good thing to do, nothing was wrong with it. God said, don't do that, I'm destroying my body. All right, so we're gonna get back to the curse. It said, I'm gonna bring you into Egypt again with ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see it no more again. Our true homeland is Jerusalem. Now, you might think, okay, some people say it's Africa. That landmass is our true homeland. But what part of that landmass? If you look up Suez Canal, you're going to see that Suez Canal was built and they separated Jerusalem from Africa. That whole part was together. This white man, once again, lied to us and did that. So our homeland is that landmass of Africa, but what part of it? A part of it is Jerusalem. All that was connected. You understand that? No, you go someplace else. That's what we was taught. Now, Pangea means one big landmass, right? Okay, so that is one big landmass. The part that's for us is Jerusalem, not that whole big landmass. All right, that's not our homeland. So what was your question? So far, do y'all follow that? Remember, Moses told to the Israelites, right? This only happened to our people. That's proof that we're the Israelites. I can show you more curses. I can show you even more. Give me verse 32. Give me verse 32. From 15 to 68, he's going to go over curses that will happen to us if we don't keep his commandments. Give verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Who that happened to? Our sons and our daughters were given to another people. Who that happened to? Happened to the Hispanics too. Happened to the so-called Native American Indians too. How can you be a Native American when you was here before they called it America? More crap is telling a lie by these people.
So where do these people come from?
That was your question? Okay, y'all want to find out where this man comes from? We're going to read it. Genesis. We're going to read it.
So Genesis chapter 25, verse 21.
And if we have time, we can show you that, okay, you think we're African, right? That's what they call it. They think we're African, come from Egyptians, right? That's what they teach us, right? That's what they teach us, right? Come on, prove this real quick. Go to Exodus 11, verse 7. We're going to prove this real quick and go back to the white. real quick that, because remember, okay, the Egyptians are black people, right? Now in the Bible, the story of Moses, the Egyptians had who in slavery? Children of Israel, right? Okay, so Egyptians are black. Children of Israel, they black, according to the Bible, right? So one black people and other black people in slavery. Proven fact. Now we're going to read the Bible. Are they the same people? Because it ain't a color thing. It's about your bloodline and do you identify what the Bible is saying about your people. It ain't about a color at all. Because they like skin, right? But they still Israelites. What's the Bible? They still Israelites. Read this real quick.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 7.
Show you real quick that we ain't no Africans, we ain't no Egyptians. We much greater than that. Read.
But against any of the children of Israel should not a dog move his tongue.
He said nobody should move their tongue against any other the children of Israel. Read.
Against man or beast.
Against him, against the people, or his pets. Nobody should talk against the Israelites. That's what he's saying right here. Keep reading.
That you may know how that the Lord
he says, so you may know how the Lord does what?
Put a difference,
read,
between the Egyptians and Israel.
Between the Egyptians are dark-skinned people and Israelites. It's different. We ain't the same people. They had us in slavery. The Pharaoh and all them had us in slavery. So we not Africans. We're much greater than them. Look right here. Slave trade. Arab man, white man, African man. The African man sold us to the white man because they knew that we ain't the same people. You heard of Nelson Mandela? Okay, you heard of Mandela? All right. How come when Mandela was alive, you never heard Mandela say, my brothers in America, bring them back, you must save them. My people, you treated them bad. You ever heard him say that? Never heard him say that. Why? Mandela knows he's African and we different. He was never for us because he knew we're the same people. You know what Africans call us? They call us Akata. You know what Akata means? Akata means they call us cotton pickers. Africans call us Akata. No, we're the ones that was doing that. Why is there a difference? You're gonna read it. Let's read it to her again. We're gonna read it to you again.
Exodus chapter 11, verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
I'll tell you what it's different. Read.
Against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference.
The Lord put a difference. That's why the difference, because God said the difference. Yeah. Case closed. You understand that? God put a difference between us and those people. Right. Who wants to answer the white man first? Where he came from? Yeah. She wants to answer too. Let's answer that one. Let's see where the white man came from.
Genesis.
So you know we're in African. Now you're going to know that where the white man came from.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
His wife, she's pregnant, she conceived, right? Read.
And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so.
So the children are in her right now, and they fighting each other. These two children, read.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
She's saying, if I'm having kids, why are they fighting in my womb? Read.
And the Lord said unto her.
She went to the Lord, and the Lord said to her what?
Two nations.
He said, two nations. Read.
Are in thy womb.
Are in the womb. Two different nations were in her stomach right there, right now. Even though it's one time. Look, God can do anything that he want to do. His mind outweighs his way. His mind is way higher. Something that he does, we can't comprehend it. Like the fact that we got two arms. Can you question why you got two arms and not four arms? You can't question it. That's just how we created. God knew what he wanted to do. So God has put two nations in her womb.
And two manner of people.
Two manner of people. Two different type of people is in her womb. Read.
Shall be separated.
Shall be separated. These two nations shall be, I'm going to use this time right here. This nation and that nation shall be separated. Read.
From thy bowels.
From thy bowels.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
One should be stronger than the other. Keep reading.
And the elder
means the one that come out first, right?
Shall serve the younger.
The one that comes out first, the oldest, is going to serve the younger. Let's see who came out.
Verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
It's time for her to have the babies. Read.
behold, there were twins in her
There
womb.
were twins in her womb. Now, you know something about twins? You got two types of twins. What type of twins you got? Identical, meaning look same, right? Same skin tone, same hair texture. Fraternal means they look totally different. So when they had twins in her womb, remember it said 2 nations are in the womb. What kind of twins you thought it was? Fraternal twins. And that, hey, y'all are young people and God is working with y'all. People of older age can't comprehend that. So you said that quick. That's common sense. If I read 2 million people are going to be in your womb, 2 separate nations, duh, fraternal twins are coming out. The same 2 ain't coming out. Keep reading.
And the first came out red.
Remember, it said the elder shall serve the younger. Right? That's the first one coming out. Now, let me ask you this question. Y'all in the South, right? You ever heard the term called redneck? Okay, why do they call them rednecks? Now, okay. Now,
From a literal standpoint.
yeah, that's right. Now, okay, young man, is their neck just red or their whole body just red? Their whole body. Young man got that quick. Some people can't get that of age. Their whole body is red, right? Okay, now read what, now, I want you to tell me from reading this, what type of person came out. Let's read it. I want to see if y'all get it right.
And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment. And they called his name Esau.
Okay, who on this earth are red in skin tone and hairy?
No, for real, for real.
You were saying what the Bible said. Yeah, 100% correct. He said Caucasians. This, okay, when you read in the Bible, Genesis 2:7 said, the Lord God made man from the dust of the ground, which is dark. The ground is dark. Black people, right? You're not gonna see nothing about no color until you get to this right here. Before Genesis 25:25, you don't see nothing about no different color coming out like people are. This is the first color in the Bible when it comes to a person. So red on like a hairy garment. Read.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Hold up. The brother came out. Why didn't he describe his color? Esau came out, he said red hair like a hairy garment. The brother came out, right? Why didn't he describe his color? You know why? Because he was the same brown, black skin like everybody else in the Bible. They named Esau though because this was a different color, a different nation, separate, different many of people. That's where they come from. So guys, you may say, well, Esau is a thing with Jacob too. God don't care. God said, I'm making him from another nation. You know you come out of the same mother, I'm making another nation. You know why? Because we got different nations, right? But we all come from Adam. What? Out of everybody that come from Adam, who do you think God chose? We can prove it, right? You think God chose everybody? Okay, now, out of that few of chosen, what nation? I'm gonna show you. We're gonna read, get it in the, you got it in the Bible?
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8.
He's talking to the Israelites, man. Read this.
When the Most High divided to the nation.
The Most High divided. You hear this word? Divided. It ain't everybody living together. Most High divided to the nation. Read.
Their inheritance.
Their inheritance.
When he separated. The sons of Adam.
The sons of Adam. He separated the sons of Adam. He has some that he going one way, some going another way. Keep reading.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
According to the number of the children of Israel.
For the Lord's portion is his people.
Read that again.
For the Lord's portion is his people.
You hear what he just said? The Lord's portion of Israelites, that's his people. Even though I can read, okay, you got shoes, right? You got a multiple pair of shoes, right? You got a favorite pair of shoes? You have one you like more than others? They're all your shoes, right? But you still have the ones that you like the most. Nobody can tell you different because it's what you chose. So God who created everybody, I can't tell him who he can choose to be his people. I just gotta ride with that what the Bible says. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Now if I was other nations, I'll be sad. But other nations, They happy. Why? Because, how you doing, my sister? They're not the ones going through the slavery and the captivity and the curses. So they think they better than us, but they're not. Because, like I said, we read before, the reason why we're going through what we're going through is because we're not living the way God said live.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites. That's right. Take care of us. Take care of us. And our children too. And our children too. We have repented. We have repented. How about you? How about you? People want to know who's the king.
Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. Oh, nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew, it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.